Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a Buff Bunny review, kind of going over their summer sale, but they also have new slash restocks dropping as well. This is happening, so the sale starts Wednesday, July 2nd at 1 p.m. CST and ends Sunday, July 6th at 11:59 p.m. CST. No code needed, discounts apply automatically at checkout, but our affiliate code will stack on top of discounts. So with code Bailey, you'll save even more on the sale prices. It also counts as an entry to my monthly giveaway. So if you do use my code, please let me know so I can personally say thank you and enter you into my monthly giveaway. But I also have the link, the Google Doc form, link down below to enter. So the new items dropping for the summer sale will be 10% off, an extra 10 with code Bailey. The last June collection will be 20% off. Vita will be 30% off. Unbreakable will be 40% off. I'm a Warrior will be 50% off. One More 60% off. Deadlift 70% off. Grounds 70% off. Juicy 70% off. Snack 70% off. Boyfriend 70% off. No Filter 70% off. So up to 70% off, technically 80% with code Bailey, but that is the sale breakdown. Let's get into the new slash restock pieces coming. Okay, so for this summer sale collection, we have quite a few colors coming back, quite a few OG. We have Azul, Rain. Is that different from Rainwater? So confused. Lunar Blue, Playa, Mar, Lucky Charms, Margarita, Sunbeam, Tequila Sunrise, Salsa Red, Candy Crush, Pink Crush, Lipstick Red, Pink Starburst, Strawberry Milk, Oat Milk White, Heather Gray, Blue Steel, Shadow Sage, Sterling, Smoke Cherry, Indigo Shadow, and Onyx Black. So again, a lot of colors. Again, it's mostly a restock. So we will start with the Curve Sports Bra, and this will be 50 US, 64 Canadian. Is that the 10%? I don't think that's with the 10% off though. Lipstick Red, Azul, and Lunar Blue. Butter Fabric, which is a nylon spandex blend. They're more delicate fabric, however, they have made tweaks to Butter Fabric that makes it a little bit less pill prone. It's still their most delicate fabric, but in my opinion, it has gotten better with pilling. I also know some of y'all that have tried the new butter have also said the same. This is light support, high coverage, removable bust pads, curved under bust contour, high neckline, and short line. I love the Curve Sports Bra. Now, normally I like a booby moment, but when I'm not feeling a booby moment, my #1 Buff Bunny top is the Curve Bra. I just think it's, even though it is, again, high neck, you don't really have cleavage showing, that curve detail really does make it feel a little bit daintier, a little bit sexier. Again, this is where I got the inspo for my long line curve. I just think the curve detail, it just adds a little pizzazz. And again, I feel like it comes in a little bit, so it's very flattering on the chest, even for an IBTC girly. So again, this is one of my favorite high coverage bras Buff Bunny has. And again, I love butter fabric. So it doesn't come with removable cups, which again, I still think, like, give us the cups, but it does come with the insert, so I do put my own cup pads in there. It's double lined in the front, but still like shows your nip outline, and I just personally would rather have cups. I'd rather have that little hidden seam down here, which is the tightest part, but again, it's still got stretch. It's not insanely snug. I find this to be true to size as a narrow chest IBTC girly. I wouldn't size down though, that would probably be a little too tight. I guess I could size up, but then I'd probably get extra bagging fabric. Like, I'm happy in an extra small. It feels true to size. Maybe if larger chested, wider chested, you could size up for extra coverage. And then the back is just a normal razor back. There have been no fit changes to this. I don't notice any fit changes. Feels the same, hits me at the same spot. This is extra small, definitely true to size, but not size down. Probably could size up, but then right here, it'd probably be a little bit bigger than I like, and I'd probably get a little bit of excess fabric. As an IBTC girl, I'm happy doing an extra small, narrow chest friendly. Maybe if you're wider chested, have larger bust, maybe size up for, you know, added coverage right here and under here. But this bra stays completely put for me. I love the Curve Bra. It is a more higher coverage moment than I usually wear, but I think it's still very flattering on the chest. And I love the curve detail. This is where I got inspo for my curve long sleeve. Like, I just love this bra. I love anything that has the curve design. I think it's a lot more flattering on the chest. And when I am wanting a higher moment, at least I know like it's a cute little crop. I've even worn this with jeans out and about casually. Like I just think it's such a cute top. And then the back goes into a thinner razor back, extra small, very, very comfortable. The tightest part is the seam down here, but it's not digging in on like where I feel like I need to size up, or like I couldn't wear all day. Like I definitely could get away with wearing this all day and be comfortable. Butter fabric, but it's the newer butter, so I do feel like it will hold up a little bit better. Still could pill, so I'd be a little bit careful. Wash and delicate, inside out. We have the Candy Wrap Sports Bra coming back. Oat Milk, Candy Crush, Azul, Indigo Shadow, Sunbeam, Salsa Red, Pink Starburst, Newbury fabric, medium to high support, medium coverage, removable bust pads, adjustable straps, and front wrapping detail. Alpha Sports Bra coming back in Smoke Cherry, Blue Steel, Salsa Red, Rainwater Blue, Sunbeam, Newbury fabric, medium support, low coverage, removable bust pads, V neckline, long line silhouette. So I did get this. I love this bra. It's a really nice long line bra that's narrow chest friendly, IBTC friendly, very flattering on the chest. Also can be BTC friendly as well if you still want like a longer line option, but still want your cleavage out. That's my vibe. And I loved this yellow. It goes so well with pretty much any bright. Like the mix and match color combos are endless. Now I would love, because I'm not normally a long line girl, I would love, like I would have a heart attack if they did a short line option. Like I'm talking itty bitty, like where this seam is, the first seam, that be where the bra ends. Like I would love to see an IBTC minimal option like that as well, because I love the silhouette of this bra and how it fits, but don't, like I usually end up tucking it, so I would love to see them like come out with a pre-tucked version for the girlies that want a more minimal moment, because it would be so flattering. And I just find that when I have a shorter line bra, mid-rise, more torso out, I just feel like I look more lean. So that's just my cup of tea. The back straps are not adjustable. They're very stretchy, so very comfortable. I feel like the extra small is very true to size. No seams feel too tight, whereas like older alpha bras I feel like were very snug and the seam had no stretch down here, but it definitely is more true to size now, but still narrow chest friendly. I think the tweaks they made to this were perfection, whereas sometimes their tweaks can make the bra, like make or break the bra for me, but I think the tweaks were perfect in this. Darts for added structure, removable cups, and then the crosswaist or crossback detail. Love this bra. Definitely would buy in more colors. The Alpha Bra in Sunbeam. I did extra small. It is very true to size. I do not feel like I need to size down or size up. I love the way it fits. It's so comfortable, narrow chest friendly. I really want to see them do a short line alpha bra like this. Like you could take all my money with a bra like this, and I want it to be itty bitty like this. Like please give me an alpha bra like this, because like I just don't gravitate to long line bras anymore. I used to love them, but I feel like I've just learned that a shorter line bra looks more flattering. Like I look more fit and lean when I have a mid-rise bra, a mid-rise legging on and a short line bra, because you see more of like my abdomen, whereas when it's hidden, I don't look lean at all. So I just don't love all the fabric, so I really want to see a itty bitty minimal alpha bra. Like, oh, gimme. But I love the way it fits. It's narrow chest friendly, very comfortable. Like I could wear this all day and feel 100% fine. Good side coverage, under boob coverage, front coverage. This is also I believe this is BTC friendly, because obviously it'll be a more booby moment, but I feel like the support's pretty good. And then you've got two seams down here, which are probably the tightest part of the bra, but not uncomfortable. Like again, I personally don't feel like I need to size up. This is very comfortable. Also love this yellow, like this combo. You've got darts for added structure, removable cups. It's Newbury fabric, which honestly kind of feels like Poshnit. I feel like Newbury and Poshnit are kind of blending together for me lately. Like they're both almost like that very warm feel. I just love butter. And then the back is also very cute. It's got this cross strap and then crosses right here. But yeah, no, like the straps aren't adjustable, but they fit perfect as a shorter shoulder, narrow chest IBTC girly. Tonal logo on the side, which I love. And then we have the Revolution sports bra. This is coming in so many colors. Azul, rainwater blue, Mar, Lucky Charm, Margarita, Strawberry Oat Milk, Salsa Red, Candy Crush, Pink Starburst, Blue Steel, Shadow Sage, Smoked Cherry. Newbury fabric, medium to high support, medium coverage, removable bust pads, square neckline, lattice strap detail. So I did size down in this and I'm very happy I did, because previous Revolution was of the Revolution bra. I really wish we would have gotten more options in this color because I love Margarita, but I like this bra, don't get me wrong, but again, it's too much coverage for what I wear now, so I have to like tuck it, and it just feels like, I don't know, too not hoochie enough for my style. Like none of the bras besides my Bando. I really am so sad that we didn't get the long sleeve curve crop, like my top, the itty bitty version in these colors, because those are my favorite Buff Bunny tops, which I also designed, so I guess it makes sense. But that's just more my style. This bra, I did size down, I'm glad I did. It's very wide, so had I stuck to extra small, my normal size, would have gotten way too much fabric in the armpits, gaping, like it would have been way too wide here. It's definitely not a narrow chest friendly bra. But if you are IBTC and are able to size down and narrow chested, I do think you should, or else I feel like if you're, again, narrow chested IBTC, you stay to your normal size, it's gonna be really wide on your chest. So that's why I sized down. And it's not too snug anywhere. Like I was a little nervous it was gonna be uncomfortable in this area, but luckily even with sizing down, it feels very comfortable everywhere. And at least I know I don't have gaping. I would love to see them do an itty bitty, like, cause this is I guess it's not as long as like the Alpha bra, but it's still, in my opinion, long line. I would love to see an IBTC minimal option like this, because this is something that's definitely more my cup of tea. I want, again, my abdomen shown, and I just feel like I don't look as like fit with it like this, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, a little bit more modest than I like. So I'd love to see them do a short line version, like right where this seam is, that's where the bottom is. I think would be so cute. Back looks like this. Again, a higher coverage back moment, very comfortable, nothing feels too tight even when sizing down. Newbury fabric, got it in Margarita extra small, extra small. I did size down. And then we have the double dip sports bra in Salsa Red and Indigo Shadow. This is butter fabric, light compression, medium coverage, removable bust pad, scoop neckline, and short line silhouette. So I did size down to extra small in this just because I don't like my extra small. It's just too big, like as a narrow chest IBTC girly that likes a tighter fit. Like I just didn't feel like, I just feel like extra small sat there. It didn't really like hold anything in place. It just wasn't cute on my chest personally, so I did size down, and honestly I feel like this fits more like an extra small than an extra small. So if you're IBTC narrow chested, I do think you can size down in this. Again, butter is lower compression. The only tightest part is the seam, but even when sizing down, it's very comfortable. I don't feel like anything is too tight. So I'm happy I sized down in this bra. It does have removable cups, again, butter fabric. I do wish that they would add like a curve design to add a little more like uniqueness to this, or like pizzazz, like make it a little bit more flattering on the chest, because I just feel like it going straight, it's just like, it's kind of like a meh, boring bra, whereas I feel like it had the curved design would have like made it a little bit more fun, a little bit more flattering on the chest. But when sizing down, it is narrow chest friendly. The straps fit really well, they're not adjustable, and then it comes down to a low scoop in the back with tonal Buff Bunny logo. Overall, I do like it. I just think it's kind of like, again, a pretty basic bra, but it is comfortable once I sized down. Definitely lower support, because again, it's lower compression, just a thin seam down here, so it's not like high support or anything. But this is Indigo Shadow, which is like a dark navy. I did extra small because in my opinion, as an IBTC narrow chest girl, it does run big. My extra small is just like the straps are too big. Like this to me feels like how an extra small should fit. So I personally don't find it true to size if you're an IBTC narrow chest girl. I love extra small though. It fits exactly how I want. The straps fit perfect. It's not too tight anywhere. It's narrow chest friendly. I don't like extra small in this bra. It also still has really good coverage even when you size down. So again, butter fabric, removable cups. Straps look like this. It kind of reminds me of like ALPHALETE's like Olivia Sculpt, except that one I feel like is a little more curved at the bottom. I feel like this would be a cute curved bra because it's just kind of quite boring. So I think if they spiced it up with like a little curved design, it would be really cute. Then we have the Butter Bando Crop Salsa Red. Butter fabric, light support, medium coverage, bandeau neckline, removable bust pads, adjustable and removable straps. So this is my design. It has been tweaked from Juicy, which they claim on the PDF, the summer sale PDF, that there were no fit changes besides the hook structure being better. Now I do agree the hook structure is a lot more secure. People were having issues with the hook, like the strap like breaking, which was like gutting my heart. So luckily it has been tweaked and it does feel a lot better and more structured and secure. So I hope that that issue does not happen in this anymore. However, again, as like when I designed this bra, obviously I am IBTC, I'm narrow chested. Also, I took inspo from Crop Shop Boutique. Their bandeaus are #1, and it's because right here is quite snug. It is meant to be because, and like especially like if you make it too loose, then it's not gonna work for narrow chested. So I wanted it to be tight here for the IBTC narrow chested gals. But also, like, if you are wider chested, you could size up or it be a little bit tighter, but it's going to stay put. Like, I could do a backflip in my Juicy one. It stayed put. It felt perfect. And they did make it wider, so it no longer works for my narrow IBTC chest. Like, I never had to readjust this one, and I am having to pull this one up every 5 minutes, and I've asked for clarification. I'm waiting. I'm hoping maybe it's just a tolerance thing that they can fix, and it's not them like changing it, but hopefully they bring back my old fit if they did change it. Yeah, that it says no fit changes, so I'm like, maybe the warehouse like or manufacturer, when they're making it, the quality tolerance / control, like it allows for X amount of measurement difference to pass. Maybe that's too big and they need to make it smaller, because I kid you not, like that is a whole 1.5 inches different, which might not seem like much, and again the wider chest girls might prefer it, but as an IBTC narrow chested girl, that 1.5 inches makes a world of difference, to the point where this literally does not stay up, keeps sliding down, and like I don't want to size down because then it's going to be cropped length, not meet and greet like I wanted. But butter quality, again, it feels pretty much the same, maybe a little bit less soft than my Juicy ones, but hopefully that'll help with the pilling. But it still feels a lot cooler. I love it more than, again, Poshnit or Nubri. Has silicone grip all the way around, the better hooks with the adjustable crossover strap. Here is the extra small Salsa Red butter, long line butter bandeau. Measurement wise, it is fitting the slightest bit bigger, which as a narrow chest girl, I feel like can make the world of difference. So I am having to like every 5 minutes readjust, pull it up, whereas in my Juicy I did not. Sliding in the armpit area especially. My feedback still has a silicone grip. They did acknowledge that the straps right here are more durable, and I do notice that, and it's meant to be tight to stay up. And so granted it's not terrible, especially because the straps, but if I take the straps off, I now feel like it's going to slide down, whereas my old one, oh, she stayed put. Because I am narrow chested, it just feels too big right here now, and so it's going to slide down. Like, it's not something I feel comfortable wearing strapless. This one I did, and then again, like granted I have the strap, but I made it removable because I like to wear it removable. Like I like it strapless. Now I feel like I can't even wear it that way. And here is the Juicy one, and already, like, even when I put it on, it is tighter up here, but again, like, it's not unbearably tight, like, or at least I guess as a narrow chest girl. I feel like I could do a backflip in this. The red one, the salsa red, the new one, I could not. Like, it feels a lot tighter in the armpit area, which as a narrow chested girl, I need. Next we have the butter square neck waist tank. Tequila Sunrise Candy Crush, butter fabric, light compression, medium coverage, waist length, full coverage back, no bust padding. So I got this one, 52 US, 66 Canadian, but again, that's not the sale price. So I got this one in hard candy, extra small in the short line. So I consider this like more meet and greet. This fit is, I really don't like this top, to be honest. As a narrow chest girl, I've always found it to be way too wide, and even sizing down, it's still too wide, but it is a little bit better with sizing down. So if you're a narrow chested girl, I would size down, or maybe avoid if you don't like wide necklines, because it's wider than this one. And then the straps kind of come to like a thin and then point. So I guess like a short cap, I don't know. And then it's high coverage in the back, cropped length, no built-in shelf bra, just double lined. I wish it had a built-in shelf bra. I don't really wear it much because it doesn't. Meet and greet length, so right at the top of my waistband for a high-rise waist. I did size down to extra small, which I'm glad I did. I do not like this top in my true size. It's way too wide, straps are too long. So granted, it's still a wider top even when sizing down, but it's a little bit better. I would definitely not wear this braless because of the gaping and how wide it is. It's also just double lined, so you will still see like your nip outline. It's not sheer, but you'll see the outline. And I personally don't like that, so I'd wear cup pads or a bra. No built-in shelf bra. I would like it better if it had that. I usually don't wear, I rarely wear my other ones because it doesn't have a built-in bra. It's just not my vibe. The sleeves kind of come like to this point up top. Just a high coverage back moment. Definitely think if you're narrow chested IBTC, size down. Like, definitely size down. But again, I feel like this top always, like his butter fabric has always felt different in this top. Maybe because it's thicker, I don't know. But I do think it is a little less pill prone in this fab, like the way it feels in this. But it doesn't feel as like buttery soft in my opinion in this top versus like the butter leggings. But this is hard candy extra small, but that's Candy Crush. They also have it in a long line option, which I do love because the fit is different. So the butter short sleeve hip top, Tequila Sunrise Candy Crush, butter fabric, light compression, medium coverage, hip length, full coverage back, no bust paddings. I got extra small, Tequila Sunrise, and it's a lot more narrow chest friendly. It's not as wide. The sleeves fit better. So I'm confused about that, but I'm not complaining. Like, you can just visibly see. I just think it looks a lot more flattering on my chest. I'm not getting gaping. As a narrow chest girl, I love this one. I would definitely buy 10 more. I'm very happy with this. Now granted, I did size down, so if you're, again, IBTC, want it more snatching, narrow chested, I do think you can size down because it's, again, got really good stretch. It is double lined, a little bit more compressive than their other full length tops, but I still feel like you could get away with sizing down and it just be more snatching. But I love where it hits. It hits at my hip bone, good coverage in the back, but the neckline is much more flattering, much more comfortable in the full length than the crop. So here is the extra small butter square long line top. Now this one does fit different than the crop. So just keep that in mind. Like, if you're expecting the same fit, in my opinion, it does not fit the same. I love this one. I don't love this one. Like, this one, again, is definitely for more wider chest girls. The opening is a lot wider. This one, the straps fit so good. They fit, it's a lot more narrow. Like, it kind of reminds me of how my butter crop would fit. And this one reminds me of how the, like, long line straight version fit in the neck. Like, that one was too wide, too big for me. This one is much more narrow chest friendly, shorter straps. Like, I love this one. I wish I would have gotten more because I think the fit is, at least for my body shape. If you like a wider neck, go with the cropped one because the cropped one is a lot wider than the full length. The full length hits at my hip bone, so I do love where it hits. Double lined fabric, no built-in shelf bra, so I do feel like I need to wear a bra with it. That's just my personal preference. Has capped sleeves. This color, again, Teresa killed it with Tequila Sunrise. Like, it's one of my favorites, and it goes so well with so many other colors. It, even when sizing down, like it's not insanely tight, but I do feel like it, you know, obviously it's not flaring. So I do like how it fits. It's very comfortable. And again, I'm so happy the neckline is not as wide in the long line, because I do prefer the long line one. And I just don't like how wide it is in the other one. So definitely more narrow chest friendly. It's gonna be more compressive than like the Halo one, because it's one, different fabric, but two, double lined, whereas Halo's not. I actually, dang, yeah, I really like this. I love the neckline, love how, yeah, I would definitely buy more. I hope we see these again with the same fit. Then we have aggressive scrunch shorts, 7-inch, coming back in salsa red, azul, indigo shadow, and more. Butter fabric, light compression, 7-inch inseam, high rise. Aggressive scrunch back seam, no side seams. I miss mid-rise aggressive scrunch. I feel like they fit maybe similar. I don't know, no, because I size it down. It's hard to say, but I feel like my extra small aggressive scrunch 7-inch shorts fit like my extra small juicy. So I do feel like they're running bigger now. The glute seam hits higher, the rise is higher. Like I miss when aggressive scrunch was mid-rise. Like my favorite aggressive scrunch fit is either the Stardust or the Juicy Flares. Something about the Juicy Flares was absolute perfection in terms of fit. It was true mid-rise on me, short glute seam, felt tighter in the hip area, whereas now I feel like the hip area 100% has been taken out. They claim no fit changes, so I don't know if it's just quality control or because of the new butter fabric, but aggressive scrunch just have not been hitting the same. I don't feel like they're flattering on me anymore. And these used to be my favorite cut and sew, so I am gutted. Like I'm gutted. And even when I size down, I still have, there's too much room in the hip. So had I got extra small, I would have hated these. And then it would have been even higher rise. So I really wish they'd either go back to the older fit or do another option, because I know some people probably like the higher rise. So I would love to see a true mid-rise, a shorter V-seam, shorter glute seam, and more compressive at the hip area, because it just, aggressive scrunch does not work for me. And again, this is why I feel like ever since Juicy, all of the bottoms have been tweaked to be high rise to ultra high rise. The hip area has been taken out. The glute seam goes up my back, so it's just so disappointing. But I'm like, I'm not crazy. It's fitting different. It looks different. My body, like it's not flattering my body the same way. So I don't know. Aggressive scrunches have not been hitting the same. I don't feel like they make my glutes look as good as they used to. But I do love Mar. This color, absolute slay. So I had to get it in the shorts. I also got indigo shadow. I do prefer the way the shorts fit over the leggings. Like they do fit a little bit tighter. I don't feel like they go, like the glute seam goes up my back as high as the leggings, but I just don't feel like they're hitting the same as Juicy, which is like a dagger to my heart. Butter fabric, so low compression, double lined waistband, new butter fabric, so I feel like it is a little bit more durable. It's less pill prone, but still a delicate fabric, don't get me wrong. But I know for myself, and I've heard others say this too, that the new butter fabric does hold up better. I haven't noticed as much pilling, so I am happy about that. And I just love butter fabric, especially for summer. It is so much more cool to the touch, so much more comfortable to wear in the summer versus Nubri and Poshnit. Like it does show sweat, but I don't feel like I'm getting instant crotch sweat just wearing. Like I have to be working out. Whereas Poshnit, I walk outside and I'm like, crotch sweat's happening, because I just feel hot when wearing it. So I'm a ride or die for butter. So I'm very happy that the new fabric is holding up better. But yeah, you've got a slight curve in the front seam, and then the V seam, the aggressive scrunch, but again, don't be scared of the name. It's a very low-key scrunch. It kind of stretches to mold, and so it just kind of like separates the glute cheeks, but it's not a very noticeable scrunch at all. And then the V seam again is quite high. I really wish that they would lower this. It is like way too high of a curve when it should just be kind of like a subtle one to hit right at the top. So it does go past the top of my glutes now. Tonal Buff Bunny logo, 7-inch, and they have, I feel like, made the leg opening tighter from Juicy, which again, that was my number one, not, I guess, was it my number, I don't know, but my feedback was the leg opening needed to be tighter, because why is a 7-inch rolling? And now it is tighter. Now it's not to the point where it's like digging in uncomfortable, but it is a little bit tighter to where these do not roll as much. Like the other ones from like Juicy, the leg opening was too big to where like it was literally just sliding up my leg. There was nothing tight there holding it in place. So I am happy that it is a little bit tighter in the leg opening now, so I feel like I'm not getting as much rolling, if any at all. So I'm very happy about that. I just really wish the rise would come down a little bit and the glute would come down. Also the hip area is too big. Not as noticeable in the shorts, but the leggings, yes. The Aggressive Scrunch extra small bikers in Elmar. These are, I believe, 7-inch inseam. I know like some people probably love the new fit. They like ultra high rise. Maybe I just miss the older fit, and I really hope they bring out like a second version. Again, these are like ultra high rise. I don't know what's going on. These are supposed to be mid to high. And then like it's just not even that flattering on the glutes anymore. Granted, I have lost weight because I've been injured out of the gym, so that could, maybe my body dysmorphia is like acting up and I just don't feel like I am as thick down here as I used to be, and that could be why. Maybe they're, you know, it's not fitting as snug as like old ones used to fit. But like glute seam or V seam comes past my glutes, not shaping right at the top, but I feel like they are a little bit better in the bikers than the leggings. I don't like the leggings anymore. If they ever come back out with my flares, I am praying that they do not fit like the leggings, because I will be so disappointed. They don't roll that bad because they hit pretty low on the thigh. And I feel like the leg opening in this color does feel a little bit tighter than from Juicy, which I like. I've been asking for that. Because Juicy launch, I know like the leg opening was like literally so loose that it was just sliding with all the movement, and a 7-inch should not be doing that. Like you need a little bit of tighter leg opening to prevent the rolling. So I feel like they did tighten it a little bit, which I am so happy about, because these are not rolling as bad as the ones from Juicy. But we've got the sticker, and sheerness is the same as the leggings. Again, wouldn't stress, even if you have a tattoo, it's not, maybe when I look back on camera, I feel like it's not that noticeable. Indigo Shadow extra small aggressive scrunch. All the colors are fitting pretty much the same. I don't notice any difference. All of them are pretty high to ultra high rise on me. Leg opening's much better. No camel toe. Boot seam is higher, not as flattering. So it's a darker color, so not gonna be as flattering, but it'll probably be a little bit more squat proof. Aggressive Scrunch leggings, salsa red, azul, indigo shadow, and more. High rise, butter fabric, light compression, 26 inseam, aggressive scrunch back seam, and then no side seams. So I did extra small on these, and again, they're fitting like my extra small Juicy. So they're just running bigger. The hip area, I'm not crazy. Like I feel like it was taken out. So I'm getting a lot of excess fabric in the hip area, which sucks as a narrow hip gal. And then the rise is bordering ultra high rise. These used to be mid to high rise, so again, I'm not crazy. But again, don't be scared of the name, Aggressive Scrunch. It's not aggressive at all. I love this style scrunch. But again, I just wish the V-seam didn't curve so high up, because it doesn't hit right at the top of the glutes, it hits way past, so not as flattering as if they would have done it lower. I really wish they would make that tweak. Double lined fabric. I would say low tummy control, slight curve in the front. But this is salsa red, a little bit brighter than lipstick red. Again, I would say size down. Maybe if you're a longer torso girl, don't, because then you could get camel toe, but I size down because I never got camel toe in Aggressive Scrunch, but that's because I have a short torso, short glutes. So now it's just like too high for me, yeah. But here is Mar. Again, the butter fabric feels a lot more durable. It doesn't feel as like soft, still soft, but I feel like when it was that softer feel, almost velvety, it pilled more. So I do feel like it holds up a little bit better. And then I got it in Rain, all extra small, and I'll show the tag so no one can be like, she's lying. I ain't lying about my size. I like a tighter fit. I have very narrow hips. And again, butter is lower compression. I like higher compression. So Here's Rainwater. A little bit lighter than Azul. They all fit pretty similar. Like, I don't notice much fit change. But yeah, just not loving the new fit of Aggressive Scrunch. Here we have the Aggressive Scrunch in Elmar. So I did extra small, and I'm glad I did because I just feel like something about Aggressive Scrunch lately has just been fitting a lot bigger. Glutes seem higher. They're not as flattering. The rise is higher. Like, the last Aggressive Scrunch fit I liked was from my Juicy. Ever since then, they keep telling me they have not tweaked it. So I don't know what's going on, but it doesn't fit the same, doesn't flatter my body as much. It used to be my favorite cut and sew, and it's just, I am not loving it. And like, the extra small feels like an extra small. Like, this is, I'm still getting excess fabric, especially wrinkling in the butt area. It doesn't feel, I don't know, it feels like my old extra small. And the glute seam, they say it hasn't been raised, but if I look back at older ones, it definitely has. Like, now, it used to hit right at the top of my glutes. Now it's hitting past the top of my glute, so it's not even short glute friendly that much anymore. And I'm not loving how my body looks. They also used to be a more mid to high rise. Now they are high to ultra high rise. I don't think this flatters my waist, so it's just disappointing to see a legging that used to work so well for like shorter glute, shorter torso girls constantly be tweaked to where it now, where like all of their leggings majority now are for long torso, long glute girls. So like any option we get always ends up getting changed to where it no longer works for us. So it's just disappointing to see my favorite cut and sew not flatter my body anymore. Butter girl, especially for summer, like, people hate on butter, but Poshnit, I get instant crotch sweat. Even Nubri is a little bit warmer, and in summer, I don't like that. This is a much more cooling feel. I feel like I can walk outside and not get insane crotch sweat. Obviously, this will still show sweat, but I don't feel hot when wearing it versus how I feel when I wear Poshnit or Nubri. So I'm just a butter stan. I will always ride or die for my butter. I love Aggressive Scrunch, but I'm really disappointed in how they're fitting now, and I really hope the design team can figure out what's going on and tweak it back or bring out 2 different versions, because I do not like this new version. The sticker in. I also feel like this color and like the new fabric is making it a little bit less sheer, so I really wouldn't stress this color. Squatting's a little hard with my back lately. Do the sticker squat test. Is this the right way? Yes. This color is lighter, but again, I feel like the new butter fabric is thicker. You know, it's funny, it's thicker, but it doesn't feel more compressive. But I really wouldn't stress any of these colors unless I look back and like, yeah, I feel like that's good. Like, butter used to be quite sheer. Oh, squatting hurts so bad now. And then we have Foxy Flares, which I'm currently wearing. So we have Salsa Red, Blue Steel, Azul, Candy Crush, Onyx Black, Nubri Fabric, medium compression. Not true, it's low compression, so low. 30-inch inseam for short, 32-inch inseam for regular, 34-inch for tall, ultra high rise, tri-arc back seam, flared leg. So I got extra small regular. The inseam is perfect. It's not too long, not too short. I did extra small, and I regret not doing extra small because the fit, I feel like, is a lot less compressive than old Foxy Flares, like my Brady Brown, my Stardust. I did extra small and it was snug. I was compressed. This feels like it's literally hanging on me. There's no tummy control. So much loose fabric in the crotch area, whereas I swear my Stardust did not feel like that. Hits the same, like they're both ultra high rise, so that hasn't changed. But like, they're just so unflattering on me, back and front. Like, look how long the glute seam is. Definitely not short torso, short glute friendly. Legacy back. But again, like, it's just so loose and like no compression. So it's low compression, not medium. And then the straight seam right here, which, yeah, double lined waistband, but again, there's no tummy control happening in my true size. And then you've got the flare down here. It's thick calf friendly. Like, I don't notice it being tight on the calf area at all. Yeah, it is so big. I don't like it. no compression. Like, I miss how Newbury used to feel, where it was quite compressive. So like, I wish I would have known it was gonna fit like this, because then I definitely would have sized down, because I just feel like it's hanging on me, especially in like the waistband and the crotch area, and then even the back glute area. And I'm like, dang, I know I've lost weight, but ain't no way I lost that much, right? They're still comfortable. I just wish I would have sized down. I wish these were aggressive scrunch flare. I feel like those are so much more flattering. But I love that we got a flare in a fun color. Newbury fabric, so a lot like softer and warmer than butter, but not as warm or thick or compressive as Posh Knit. But it's still like a double brushed fabric. We have the Foxy Flares, and they are again saying no fit changes. Maybe I'm crazy, but my Foxy Flare Stardust and Brady Brown fit a lot tighter, a lot less fabric, a lot higher compression in the waist than whatever this is. Maybe it's a color thing, but this does not feel, in my opinion, like, I wish I would have done extra small. Again, maybe I've lost weight, I don't know, but in my opinion, maybe again because it's a brighter color, like, this doesn't feel like how my Stardust or Brady Brown fit. So I do think, as someone who likes more compression, more narrow hipped, I could size down to extra small. I really regret not doing that. It's hitting ultra high rise on me. I don't like that, so sizing down also would have helped a little bit with the rise. Yeah, I wish these were aggressive scrunch. They're a little bit more flattering, and I loved my juicy aggressive scrunch fit of the flares. So I just, also the glutes, just so insanely not flattering. Because the glute seam is so long, it doesn't even go in the cheeks, and that's just how I personally like to wear them. Granted, I know that like not everyone does, you don't have to wear them that way, but that's just how I like to wear mine. So because the glute seam goes pretty much like up my back, again, Legacy's never flattering, Foxy's never flattering, but I feel like it was a little bit more flattering previous ones because it was tighter. So you've got the butterfly 3-back seam like Legacy, just pretty much flare, like it's pretty much the Legacy leggings in flare, and the fit is feeling like the newer Newbury, not compressive at all. I'm just not loving it. Like, I really regret not sizing down. So this color is definitely gonna be sheer. If you have a tattoo, you'll probably see it. New thong, no tattoo, I wouldn't stress. But again, these do slide. The glute area just feels too big, and it's like moving. Like, I don't know, I just don't like the way it fits. I honestly don't see myself wearing these a lot, so I kind of want to exchange for a size down, just because my fit preference is tighter, and I just feel like it's just, yeah, I don't like it's not fitting like OG Newbury. Love this bright pink though. Wish we would have gotten it in aggressive scrunch flare. Here are these Stardust extra small Foxy Flares, and even when, like, as soon as I started putting them on, there was a noticeable difference. Now granted, it's still like, I probably still could have sized down in this, but it is much more compressive. Like, it might not be visible, but like when on, the thigh area feels a lot more compressive. The back area feels more compressive. The rise is still the same, and again, I'm getting a little bit of extra fabric here just because of the rise length. Like, as a short torso girl, like, it's just too much fabric. But like, I miss when Newbury felt like this. Like, I felt compressed. Like, yeah, I feel like this is how Posh Knit fits now, and Newbury fits like butter now. I wish the Foxy Flares were fitting like this. Just know, if you want the Foxy Flares and you're expecting them to fit like the older fit, they are a lot lower compression now. So if you like higher compression, I do think you can size down. Then we have the Run Crop Tank in Pink Crush Limerita. Didn't get these. I don't like tanks like this at all. Not my cup of tea. Legacy Crop Tank, white playa blue steel, rep crop tee, white, Pink Crush, heather gray. Now I love the logos on some of these, but again, I just don't like, this is giving like Walmart 2015. I don't know, not my cup of tea. Lift Tank, Limerita Sterling, Run Club Tank, white and black, Leg Day Tank, playa blue steel, strawberry milk, Orchard Tank, red salsa, rainwater blue, white. Now I love this logo. It's giving juicy vibes like this. Would have loved to see it in a normal tee. Market Crop, again, this is giving juicy vibes. Love to see it, just don't like the style. salsa red, rainwater blue, and white. That is everything dropping for the summer sale. The new items will be 10% off, an extra 10 with code Bailey, and then everything else will be up to 70% off during the sale, which is happening July 2nd, 1 p.m. CST, and ends July 6th, 11:59 p.m. CST. So again, if you use code Bailey, it counts as an entry for my monthly giveaway. Please let me know if you use it. The support means the absolute world. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.